All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about something you probably think is pretty simple. Water. You see it, you drink it, what's the big deal, right? Well, it turns out water is one of the most mysterious and absolutely vital molecules on our planet. Seriously, it's hiding some incredible secrets. So, let's dive in.
First, just to get a sense of the scale we're dealing with, look at this number, 70%. That's how much of our planet's surface is covered by water. It's just everywhere, in our oceans, our rivers, even in the air we breathe. It's the lifeblood of Earth, no question. And this is a big but, here's where things get kind of tricky.
Because out of all that water, all that blue you see from space, only about 2.5% of it is actually fresh water we can use. For drinking, for farming, for everything. That's the huge paradox of water, isn't it? It's the most common thing on Earth, but it's also one of our most precious, most scarce resources. And really, that one fact shapes our entire world. So, to really get why water is so special, we have to go from this huge planetary view all the way down to the microscopic level. We're going to zoom way, way in and check out the science of the water molecule itself.
And here it is, H2O. Simple, right? 2 hydrogen atoms stuck to 1 oxygen atom. But this elegant little structure is the key to everything. See, that oxygen atom is a little greedy. It pulls on the electrons harder than the hydrogens do, and that makes the whole molecule act like a tiny magnet. That's what scientists call polarity, and that's why water is a super solvent. It can dissolve more stuff than any other liquid out there. It's just a perfect example of how a super simple design can create something with incredible power.
And get this, water has another trick up its sleeve. It's one of the only things on Earth we find naturally in all 3 states. You've got solid ice, you've got liquid water, and you've got gas as vapor. And this constant shape-shifting is what powers our planet's entire water cycle, from the ice caps and oceans all the way to the rain that falls from the sky. Okay, so we've seen water's huge role on the planet. But its story is also, well, it's intensely personal. So let's bring the focus inward for a minute and see how this exact same molecule literally builds and powers our own bodies. Just think about this for a second. About 60% of your body is made of water. Let that sink in. We don't just live on a water planet. We are water-based beings, through and through. It's the foundation of our cells, our tissues, our organs, everything. And this water isn't just sitting there. Oh no, it is constantly working. It's like the silent engine running your body 24/7. It regulates your temperature when you sweat, it shuttles vital nutrients to all your cells, and it flushes out all the gunk and toxins. Pretty much every single biological process that keeps you alive, it's all happening in water. You are quite literally a water-powered machine.
All right, so we've gone from the planetary scale down to the molecular and right into the personal. Now let's pull our focus back out one last time and see how water didn't just shape our bodies, but pretty much all of human civilization.
When you look back, human history is basically a story of our relationship with water. The very first great civilizations, think Egypt and Mesopotamia, they popped up along the banks of huge rivers, using them for farming and trade. Then you have the Roman Empire, which showed off some serious engineering chops, building these massive aqueducts to supply their giant cities. And we're still doing it today, right? We have modern marvels like hydropower dams and plants that turn salt water into fresh water. So it's clear, from ancient riverbanks to modern megadams, figuring out how to control water has always been the engine of human progress. And beyond just building our cities, water builds our world in an even more fundamental way. It's the engine of all our weather. The entire system, water evaporating from the ocean, forming clouds, and then falling back down as rain or snow, that movement is what dictates our climate and creates the very conditions for life itself.
And that brings us right here, to the present moment. Because when you understand water's incredible journey, from a tiny molecule to a planet shaper, to the builder of civilizations, you start to really get our role in protecting its future.
So this is kind of the crossroads we're at right now. On one side, you've got the challenges. We've got climate change messing with the water cycle, and we've got pollution threatening the little bit of fresh water we have. But on the other side,
you have the solutions. You've got human ingenuity, which is coming up with amazing ways to conserve water, and this growing commitment to protecting our natural water sources. The path we take from here, well, that's really up to us.
So in the end, you see, water is so much more than just H2O. It's a mirror. It reflects the health of our planet, it reflects the ingenuity of our societies, and it reflects the choices we make every single day. So the question we're left with is this: what kind of reflection are we going to choose to see? Thanks for joining this explainer.